So after the escapades at Tatton Park and the CCA auction, you might see behind me a special vehicle. He's only gone and bought something else. Let's take a look. Hello and welcome. So what has he bought, you might be asking? Well, he's bought something quite special this time. Wooden Pickett Range Rover Classic. But not only that, it's a Janspeed Turbo as well. Oh. I am made up about this car, and I was thinking about just getting it running and selling it on as a restoration project because it's a little bit rusty in places, as they do, but it's come up so nice just taking it down to the valeting place, and they've given it a clean and it looks great. Let's go around the vehicle and see these extra touches that Wooden Pickett have done on this wicked 1987 Range Rover Classic. Okay, so walking around the vehicle, what can we see? Firstly, wide arches. So it's got a full plastic wide arch kit on there. We have custom bull bars on the front with body coloured, slightly cracked paint, overriders on the side there. This is body coloured, or was body coloured at one point. And we've got a flaky bonnet. But what a cool looking thing this is. Okay, we need a mirror. Some extra things on the back. And of course we've got this ridiculous custom rear wheel setup. Look at this. This is a one-piece tailgate all the way down. No sitting on the fold out anymore. This is just a one piece that lifts all the way up with the spare wheel carrier. I'll lift that up in a minute when I've got some help, it's a bit tricky. Basically we have a lift off spare wheel and a full custom one piece. So the whole thing just lifts up. So the struts don't work, so it won't hold itself up. But it's super cool. So look at the hinges as well. So obviously they had to reinforce the hinges on there and make them stronger to take the bigger boot lid. This is also body coloured. So there's quite a lot of custom work done on the outside here. And the interior is rad. So we've got this rad interior. Let's go look at it. Let's go check out the inside. So whoever bought this car back in 1987 forked out a chunk of change on this thing. Check out this interior, full custom Wooden Pickett. You can tell by my voice, I'm super excited about this. But check out this interior. And also, it's a very unusual security device in this car, so stay tuned. Right, where do we start? I guess we've got to start the Wooden Pickett steering wheel. Beautiful wood. And then we've got the lovely custom dash. Of course, all the Range Rover Classic fans out there know that this has been modified quite heavily. Put a new top around that completely. Around the bezel, I mean, yeah, seen better days. But then look at this. Check this out. Have we got any tapes inside? No. No, we do not. We do have AC. Locking diff, early locking diff, which is quite desirable. And there's a lock in there. Why would there be a lock in there, I hear you ask? Well, before these steering locks and all these other fancy things you used to lock your car with, this guy decided to secure his car with a bike lock. Not only a bike lock, he's had it welded into the floor, the footwell. So I assume he just put this round the steering wheel and locked the steering wheel. Pretty ingenious, actually. So these are the front seats. They've got a set of Recaro orthopad, so like some sort of orthopedic seat, just on a manual adjustment, but then also they've fitted memory seats and adjustments on there. I mean, that is cool. Can actually tell me what seats are these out of? I feel like they might be Porsche seats. So these Porsche seats, does anybody know the answer to that one? I'd be interested to know. So the rear seats look basically the same as what you find in the normal Classic. Amazingly, the headlining feels thicker, actually. Feels thicker. Another interesting thing about this car, vinyl roof, but not only vinyl, it's actually fiberglass. So they've obviously completely replaced the roof, made it out of fiberglass, and fitted a sunroof to it. Bonkers. Not all, that is not all. Anyone ever seen a leather boot cover? That's just so over the top. And then we've got these extra lights at the back, which I'm not really sure why they have those. Nobody's got any clues. But that's not all. And you just think, well, wooden Pickett, you've got the cool interior. What more could you have? Nope. The guy in 1987, he decided he wanted more. And by more, he had fitted a Janspeed Turbo. So this guy is like, I'm assuming a guy, don't mean to be sexist, but he spent all the money on the wooden Pickett conversion. Then he's gone, it's not good enough. I need the engine to be faster too. So under the hood is pretty special. Right, let's go. And under the hood is a different setup as well. So we have a turbo. There's the Janspeed plaque. So we've got a turbo with obviously a lot of custom work. Alternator's been changed to this side because the air conditioning is now down there, just to make it all fit in, because I assumed that the air conditioning was too long to fit here with the turbo and everything going on that side. And we've got a little pipe going down there. So currently it's not running. Put battery on it and a little bit of easy start in the engine, and it ran on the easy start. So it suggests to me, we've got spark, we've got all the other stuff. I think the fuel pump's given up. So I'm going to get on Rimmer Brothers or one of the other companies on there and get a new fuel pump, and this thing will purr like a kitty. We know it will. It's just, what a thing though. What a thing, what a custom car. So it's got the rear light gauges, rear light covers, guards. The guard is actually inside there. They've customized this guard to make it fit inside. What fun. And then we've got a full-size spare. And also my friend noticed earlier that on the wheels, they put a cool little pinstripe. Range Rover painted with a cool little simple pinstripe round. All right guys, I hear you say it. Let's talk rust. Well, we will talk rust. I noticed more things about this car the whole time. So we've got body colored painted pillars inside there, which should have been black. Same as this side, all body colored. A lot of extra work they put into this. Anyway, let's get into this rust and see where it's rusting. Got some surface corrosion. It has been undersealed. It might look worse than it is, but it's actually solid underneath because it's been undersealed. So I think a good brush off. It's going to want a bushing on the back, but they're not too bad to do because it has been undersealed, which has saved it quite a lot. So inner arches are actually not so bad. In the tops, yeah, we're good there too. You can buyer's guide for one of these. If I bought an absolute plum, I'd look a bit of a pleb, wouldn't I? So I did check this car out thoroughly before winning at the auction. We got a little bit of corrosion on the seals, and we have a little bit on the inner arch that side, which I'll show you now. Just around that bottom edge. Not an MOT fail, just a little bit crispy around there. So there is a little bit of rust on it, but not terminal. I don't think it's terminal rust on this. So is this a car you would restore? Would you put this car back on the road? I mean, I'm excited to see what it runs like. We can run it around the yard and see how it is. But what would you guys do? Would you buy this car? That's the question. Is that custom interior gonna float your boat enough to pay the extra and have something a bit different? And also, what price do you think this guy paid for a wooden Pickett? I would love to know the answer for the spec and everything he paid for, because he's done quite a lot. Steering wheel, interior, seats, sunroof, all the body coloured stuff on the outside, the front bull bars, the rear tailgate conversion, the rear wheel carrier, and all the extra paint's gone into this. How much do you reckon that was in 1987, 1988? If anybody's got a catalogue from Wooden Pickett, I'd love to see it, being a Range Rover geek that I am. And then, Janspeed Turbo. How much was that conversion? If anybody does know the answer, I would be fascinated to know how much that cost. And I think driving around this back in the day, you were a bit of a boy. You were the top lad. You know, this is a heck of a thing. And yeah, comfy seats. Anyway, guys, I can go on about this car for ages. We'll do another video once it's running so we can hear that turbo and everything going on. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Don't forget to click that like button, and if you're feeling like it, click the subscribe button. Thanks again. Peace.